All right, YouTubers, we're back. I'm Alex.
I'm Josh. We're Sin City Reacts.
And you got something for me today?
I do. This is, I'm telling you, I got down the Tom McDonald rabbit hole on my Spotify.
Okay.
And I came across this with him and Adam Calhoun, and now I can't stop listening to it. Just a great song, once again. So it's called Your America.
Okay.
So you got to check it out for sure.
All right. I have not seen or heard this, so...
I haven't seen the video. I've only heard the song, so the video is new to me too.
Okay, cool.
They're screaming that they hate America and we're the reason. If you don't feel safe, then stop defunding the policemen. You calling us extremists cause our words have hurt your feelings, and we're sorry we can't hear you over the sound of our freedom. Y'all been filling up our classrooms with drag queens for kids. We think it's not appropriate, you tell us that it is. The complexities of gender and children won't ever mix when there's...
Hold on. I got to adjust the volume here. But I want to back it up because I was too distracted by the volume. My bad.
And we're sorry we can't hear you over the sound of our freedom. America and we're the reason. If you don't feel safe, then stop defunding the policemen. You calling us extremists cause our words have hurt your feelings, and we're sorry we can't hear you over the sound of our freedom. Y'all been filling up our classrooms with drag queens for kids. We think it's not appropriate, you tell us that it is. The complexities of gender and children won't ever mix when there's school shootings by women whose pronouns are him, his. I'm not Republican, but keep it 100, they making sense. The most destructive ideologies are coming from the left. I think Black Lives Matter, they think white lives matter less. And LGBTQ turned into WTF. Dear Democrats, I don't have nothing against the liberal, but the...
Oh, I'll back it up.
You can't laugh, man. You got yelled at last time for laughing.
What?
Remember the when we got one comment?
Oh, yes. Super serious.
Yes.
This is terrible.
Yes.
Terrible, horrible.
Yes.
Yeah, fuck that. This is funny as shit. But yeah, he's saying it how it should be. I have this rule.
Okay.
Don't argue with stupid people.
That doesn't work.
No, it does. Because if I do, it's going to get me so worked up. They're still going to be stupid. And nothing's going to get accomplished except for me raising my blood pressure. So
I can see that.
A lot of times when topics like this come up, like you'll see stuff going on the news and then people want to talk about shit. And then it's like, I just stay out of the conversation. Because the conversation's either going to be we're preaching to the choir.
Yep.
Nothing's
gonna happen, or you end up arguing with idiots. Yeah, pretty much. I mean,
so
those are about your only options.
Right.
Those are about it.
But yeah, 100% on all this stuff. I mean, to touch on any one of these things will put you going into a soapbox about how stupid people are.
That's why I like that. It just kind of sums it all up for you.
Yeah.
It just puts it all out there. One tray. You don't have to go try to find anything else. It's all there for you. It's served up nice and pretty.
Right.
Just wait.
Okay.
That's all I'm gonna say. Just wait.
Cool.
That it is. The complexities of gender and children won't ever mix when there's school shootings by women whose pronouns are him, his. I'm not Republican, but keep it 100, they making sense. The most destructive ideologies are coming from the left. I think Black Lives Matter, they think white lives matter less. And
so I just got to tell the story because what he just said there about destructive ideologies are coming from the left. I have friends that are liberal, believe it or not.
I'm a firm believer that you should be able to have friends that have differing opinions than you.
Right. But my liberal friends aren't idiots. Does that make sense? Like,
yeah, they don't.
I can still reason with them.
Yeah. Or they must be more like moderate though. Then.
Is that what they call them now?
Yeah, I mean that's anybody that's more towards. I mean you got like right wing.
Mm-hmm.
Super liberal, and then you kind of got the moderates that are in the middle.
Okay.
Like my brother considers himself a right-leaning moderate.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Because he doesn't scream as loud as I do. That's pretty much all it really comes down to.
You know, I guess I consider myself conservative, but I'm not as far right as I used to be. Maybe on certain things, but not on a lot of things. A lot of stuff now, seeing different perspectives and being coming from a small town going to a city and just seeing things from a different lens. There's a lot of stuff I wouldn't say I lean left on, but I'm definitely more to the center than I ever used to be.
Yeah, okay. See, I think it's so, like, hard, though. Like, I don't think that this is just soapbox now. Politicalness. I don't think it's linear.
It's not anymore.
I don't believe it's linear at all. It's not anymore. Because there's... And I think that, like, you see, like... I know, like, if you, like, go through, like, a Facebook, like, quiz or, like, any sort of, like, internet quiz, you know, they got, like, the grid, and it's, like, you're right up or, you know, right low or whatever, and then there's all those different, like, words just like that. But I think it's so, like, fractional.
Well, yeah, it is. And you know what it is now? They have now divided us left and right, blue and red, and it's another racism. It's another thing to divide the people so the elites can do whatever they want to do.
And it's so, like, you have that, whatever, you know, they always talk about, like, the bell curve, you know, the 20% over here, 20% over here, and you got the 80% in the middle. Like, everybody focuses so hard on, like, the super, super liberal or the alt-right conservative. And now you don't want, nobody wants to be in either one of those boxes. So, like, you're just kind of like, oh, yeah, that's those guys over there. So when I look at, like, people and I go, you're fucking crazy. I don't care what you believe in. You're fucking crazy.
Right.
So that's for sure part of it.
What I was getting at.
Oh, yeah. Soapbox. See, I told you, soapbox.
I was talking with my doctor yesterday after our incident at UNLV.
Oh, okay, yeah.
He made the statement... now, keep in mind, I'm there at, like, I'm talking to him. It's about 2:00 in the afternoon.
Yeah, because
the incident's still live.
Yeah,
the threat was eliminated, but the incident's still going on because they're still clearing the school.
Because you had called me at, like...
Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, I mentioned it. I just mentioned it because I know he's been in his office all day. You know, I don't hear a radio on. Yeah. I don't see any TVs on, and so I just asked him. You know, I was like, "Hey, did you hear about UNLV?" And he's like, "Yeah." And then, granted, I like my doctor. I do. I like this guy, but then
because I don't care what his political beliefs are. Can you fucking make me feel bad?
Well, he's a good dude. Yeah. Okay. But then he made the comment of, "Yeah," and then there's people that still want their guns, and I'm like,
"Yes, I do. Yes, I do." Thank you.
And we got into a little bit of a back and forth, and I'm thinking, I need to leave this conversation before it ends bad. But it's just people don't, and I did say this. I said, well, the shooters are always of the same ideology. But I left it at that. Because they are. I mean, look at the guy. The guy was, 60-something years old, mad because he didn't get hired for a job he applied for. He's an old man applying to work at a college. He's probably liberal.
Yeah.
He didn't get hired. Good job, UNLV, not hiring that guy. Can you imagine if he got mad at his students? Oh, my gosh. Totally vetted him perfectly. And just shout out to campus security and everybody that responded for handling business as fast as you did.
Yeah, I mean, I was all in on it because, I mean, we already talked about all that. Yeah. But they said that it was like 3.5 minutes or something like that, like they were already on the scene.
Yeah, well, it's because it was campus security.
It was the university police.
Well, yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah. University police, which is a legit. They're not just some security company.
No, they're legit.
Yeah. And so, and I was like, where's I going with that? Oh,
they're all the same ideology.
Yeah. Oh, I was thinking. My thought was this one of those gun control plans that backfired because they thought there'd be more? I don't know, there's my conspiracy brain talking. But it took a matter of a couple hours for the White House to release a statement and talk about gun control and nothing else. And so I'm like, oh, man, I'm so glad our law enforcement shut that shit down that you can't even call it a mass shooting. By definition.
I was teetering with this in conversation yesterday about, like, towing the line between, like, being sensitive to the situation and, like, whatever. But we had a shooting over the weekend in one incident that killed or wounded, like, 5 people.
Where's that?
It was over on the east side somewhere. It was
No kidding.
in the homeless camp. Somebody came.
Oh, yes. I remember that.
There was no nothing about that. There's no White House news. There's no shutting down anything.
There was no
but more
every
people,
single
news station outlet covering it.
And what I was getting is every single agency in the valley responded yesterday.
Yeah, but
they didn't have that for that homeless.
But
thing.
more people killed and injured than that situation by a single shooter. Where's the outrage?
Right.
So
where's the call for gun control on that? It's all selective.
Yeah.
We're getting away from this, and I really want to get back to the song.
Yeah, we gotta get back into it.
Sorry. All right.
LGBTQ turned into WTF. Dear Democrats, I don't have nothing against the liberal, but the people representing you are communists and criminals. They've been starting World War III. We shipping missiles still. They don't want America great. They want it miserable. You can try to burn down the city, scream at the top of your lungs till you're dizzy. You can cancel everything and everybody in it, but it's not your America. You can burn the flag, get aggressive. You can wear a mask and pretend you're progressive. I got my First Amendment, don't forget I got the second. It's not your America. I'm here worth.
Okay, before Calhoun takes off here, something they said that, getting back to what you said where it's fractional.
Yeah.
And so it is totally fractional. And I mean, even the party of the left is at odds with each other because you have Biden who supports Israel, and then you have the squad who wants us to be the Middle East, and you got a bunch of tools that just do what the news tells them to do or believe or whatever, and legitimately have no freaking clue. You have the same side that. Well, I gotta be careful about how I say this. For some reason, conservatives are painted as anti-gay, anti-LGBTQ. Well, I don't care what sexuality you are. I really don't. My whole thing is, it doesn't need to be pushed on kids. That's just weird. That's some pedophilia stuff. But anyway,
that's why it's LGBTQ plus P, whatever.
Yeah, whatever it is now.
I think you said it best. WTF.
So anyway, yeah, they try to paint the left as the side of LGBTQ, while supporting the same people that want to genocide them, basically.
I think I said this in one of our news videos, but I saw the post and it was like LGBTQ for Palestine. And somebody commented underneath it, but like, do you want to tell them or should I? Somebody was like, and then like another comment was like, what do you mean? And then somebody put, they kill gays, like just flat out, and I was like.
The ignorance is baffling. And that's why I am all for having a test to vote. I mean, if you don't understand basic common sense crap, and that seems to be the majority of the people now, you're basically setting us up for slavery or dictatorship or whatever. I think you need to have some sort of common sense test to be able to vote. Honestly, that's where we're at, just because people are so freaking stupid now.
I just think that we should make people go to school.
Well,
that's a whole nother video.
You can make people go to school. You can't make them pay attention.
Actually, I have a theory for that.
Oh boy.
And I shouldn't say I was brainstorming, and somebody else came up with the idea.
Oh.
You charge parents for kids failing classes.
Ooh.
Now what do? It's free education. But if you're wasting resources by not taking advantage of it, you should have to pay it back.
And this is why we will never make it in office.
Or this is exactly why I will.
I'd vote for that.
Exactly. See? See? Let me know. Tell me if you'd vote for it.
Right?
I'm here
words I never heard in life. Kids go to school to learn, never make it back home, they get murdered like. Who's concerned, not the left or the right? Hope you ready for the fight, coming to your front door tonight. The former president got arrested, the current one lost, but I guess he got elected. Kids get molested, pedophiles all get protected, and you can kill a baby anytime if you pregnant.
That's not left versus right. That's good versus evil, in my opinion.
That's what it always comes down to.
Mm-hmm. And yes, I am an election denier. I don't care what you call me.
I don't is it even a denier?
That's what they call us. If we don't believe that Trump lost, we're election deniers.
I think he lost.
Do you?
Yeah. Oh, no, he for sure lost. They absolutely had counted more votes for Biden than Trump. You're not going to sit here and tell me that he didn't lose.
Yeah, they had to pull him out from under the table.
Those votes are fake.
Right, right.
I don't think that it was a fair election.
I actually have a very close friend of mine, childhood friend, who believes he legitimately lost. I'm like, how are you going to tell me that? I mean, how are you going to tell me that when he's got this ginormous freaking astronomical lead? They stopped counting votes. We've seen after that there's videos out there where people are pulling tubs out from under the tables and counting stuff.
So
and there's also stuff that people like. It's on the news. It's like 1984. It's there. It's a blip, and then it's gone, and people forget about it. Like the CIA raiding some place in Germany because Germany had us as Trump winning. Anyway, yeah, we're not the only country that tracks our election.
The whole world tracks our election.
Exactly. So many places. But anyway, back to he legitimately thinks Trump lost because of the economy. And I'm like, that was COVID, and we were recovering anyway. That is just one of the things I disagree with it, and it really surprised me because he is conservative. I was just surprised. Hell, he's been a part of more conspiracy theories, or been a believer in more conspiracy theories than me. But
I remember I went to bed because I stayed up,
mm-hmm.
and I went to bed because they told us, we're not going to be counting any more votes. It's late. Like, they're waiting for things to come in, all this other stuff, blah, 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 blah. And I went to bed, late. I mean, it was probably, I think they stopped counting votes at 1:32 Eastern, so that's 10:30, 11:30 our time. So probably went to bed about midnight.
Mm-hmm.
Woke up to go to work the next day, waiting for them to be like, okay, they've probably started counting votes again now, because it was going to be about 10 o'clock over there.
Right.
And I'm talking gaps of changes where I'm like, how the did this happen? Call my dad. I'm like, because he was up later than I was. I was like, yo, did they start counting more votes? Like, what?
Mm-hmm.
He's like, no, you heard, that's why you went to bed. Whatever.
Right.
And, yeah, so.
You know what we should do? I don't know. Your thought. Election night next year.
Oh, live stream it.
Live stream election. We'll have Fox News up. We'll have CNN up. We'll have MSNBC up.
Oh yeah. We'll do a whole what do they call it? A whole election HQ.
Yeah.
I'm down.
We might be here all night until they stop counting again.
I mean, you can't trust that. Can't trust that. I learned my lesson. I'm gonna take the next day off of work. Make sure that I'm like.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I think we get the day off though. We get election day off.
We get election day off, not the next day.
Yeah, it's okay. Take them back to back.
We'll revisit that idea.
Yeah. Write that down. Remind us.
Yeah. All right, here we go.
People so weak, feel free to take a knee. And you can't even speak, God forbid you disagree. I don't even know what virtual signaling means. Young men used to fight wars, now they make memes. Divide us up, I'm pretty sure that's the plan. Got a gun in my hand for when shit hits the fan. And how the woman of the year is a man. I'm pretty sure I never really understand. You can try to burn down the city. It's the fan. And how the woman of the year is a man.
Oh. Okay.
Leah Thomas.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I never really understand. You can try to burn down the city, scream at the top of your lungs till you're dizzy. You can cancel everything and everybody in it, but it's not your America. You can burn the flag, get aggressive. You can wear a mask and pretend you're progressive. I got my First Amendment, don't forget I got the second. It's not your America. You told us we're the ones to blame, but you're the ones who riot till the city's up in flames. You told us we've been spreading lies, but you believe the truth is on the news every night. You told us we gotta stop the fighting, but you're the ones who keep the country angry and divided. You told us we're crazier than you, but all of our conspiracy theories are coming true.
They're not coming true. The proof's just coming out. They've been true the whole time.
No, I mean, that's what they're saying.
Gotcha.
Like, they're coming true. Like,
Yeah.
we said this happened, and now it's coming out. Like, but that's what they do. I mean, you're onto it, and then they just wait it out, and then they come back, and they're like, oh, yeah, here you go. Like, look at UFOs. Mm-hmm. Like, how you're much older than me. So I remember like when like people would talk about UFOs back when you were a kid, or when your parents would tell you about it, and like how people looked at them like they were absolutely crazy. And now look at it. It's like, oh yeah, there's been UFOs forever.
Aliens.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that guy. that meme.
Yeah, that is one thing. I don't care how much people called me crazy when I was a kid. That's one thing I always stuck by. Like, you can't tell me in this infinite universe we're the only intelligent life forms.
Well, we're not very intelligent.
Well, but you know what I mean. But now it's going, yeah, and because it's being put out by the U.S. Navy saw this, and the government saw this, and this and that. The government's actually saying it, and that leads right into that conspiracy theory of what we think they're going to do next. Have you heard about the false flag, fake UFO invasion?
Oh yeah, to unite the country or whatever,
or to help push the New World Order.
Yeah, I've heard that.
I actually think that might be one of the things, because of all the sightings they've been ramping up this past couple of years. That might be the thing that keeps the election or screws up the election. That's one of my theories.
Yeah, you were saying that.
Yeah, and now AI is on point. Between AI and drones, they can totally make up some fake bullshit.
Yeah, but it would have to, like, the only problem with that is, like, this right here. Like, this.
That didn't help with January 6th.
No, but I'm saying.
Because we had all those videos that are being released, we had them on TikTok on January 7th.
But what I'm saying is that, like, as soon as they're like, oh, look, let's just use Fox News. Fox News is like, look, breaking news, whatever. And the one person goes, I'm standing right outside the Statue of Liberty, and
there's nothing going
on right here. Like, that's the only thing that, like, would make it hard. Like, yes, if we didn't have this, like,
but they still do it.
Yeah, I mean, they could.
They still push the narrative, and these get dismissed.
Yes, but I don't know. I get what you're saying. Be like, no, that's not true. Hold up a spoon at 11:30. You don't know. It's like the photos, like how you know a photo's not fake. He's like, you tell them the time and like hold a spoon in it.
Why a spoon?
It's just, you have to go. Nobody has themselves holding a spoon as a picture.
Oh.
Like your mom's like, where are you? And you're like, oh, I'm at my friend's house. Cool. Show me a picture of you at your friend's house with a spoon. Like, you can't fake that photo.
I've never heard that before.
I mean, it's not necessarily a spoon. It's like, it could be anything. But it's like, yeah, like, show me, like, what are you doing right now?
Because you could just say, I'm at my friend's house, and then like send an old picture of you at your friend's house.
And so it's like, oh, okay, well, show me a picture with you in the background with the time, right? Mm-hmm. Holding a spoon. Like, you have to have something of like...
That's interesting. Okay. That's
old.
Now, yeah, I guess that's what it's like growing up with social media and camera phones, and your mom's trying to check on you. I never had to hold up a spoon and take a picture because I didn't have a fucking camera on me when I was, that age. They just had to believe the lie.
I thought you were going to tell me it was because you didn't go to your friend's house.
Oh, no. They just had to believe the lie.
You were at the Sonic Drive-In?
That's a sore subject, actually. Because in my day, we cruised. We actually cruised,
On your bikes?
No, driving.
Oh.
See, in my day, teenagers, they all had their license at 16.
Oh, yeah, me too.
And so we're out driving, cruising,
It's called
And
wasting gas.
my small town, we would have loved a Sonic, because when you cruise, you stop, parking lots, hang out, cruise some more, stop. We would have loved a Sonic. It didn't get built until after I was out of high school. I was so mad. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I've seen what's that? Oh, dang it! I had it. Dang it! I just forgot that what's that book that you read with all the Pony Boy?
Oh, The Outsiders.
The Outsiders. Yeah. I've seen The Outsiders. I know how your time rolled.
That was set before my time, just so you know. Okay, let's go.
You can try to burn down the city, scream at the top of your lungs till you're dizzy. You can cancel everything and everybody in it, but it's not your America. You can burn the flag, get aggressive. You can wear a mask and pretend you're progressive. I got my First Amendment, don't forget I got the second. It's not your America.
Such depressing lyrics, but so true. And the music, you can't help the vibe to.
I'm telling you, dude, I drive around to this song all the time.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Top of the world.
But it's so...
It's the America we live in.
Yeah.
I saw somebody say, like, I think it was a comment on Fox News. I think it was about the UNLV thing. And it said something like, this is the blessing and the curse of the America we choose to live in.
That sounds like a hit about wanting guns.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I don't know what they expect. What do these gun controllers expect to accomplish? Let's say we just, okay, fine, we give in. Ban all assault rifles. Ban all whatever the hell it is they want to ban. And then now what? All the law-abiding citizens. Here I go arguing with stupid people.
Well, here's my thing, and this is the only thing that I will continue to say. Do you know what's illegal already? Murder.
Good point.
We've already outlawed killing people.
I keep forgetting that.
So
because it just happens.
Because
so
it happens so much. Like, we've already outlawed killing people. So, like, why are the criminals not following the law of not killing people? It's already, we've already done it. Like, we've already told them you can't kill people.
I love it when in Europe they have these stabbing sprees.
Well, yeah, because you can still kill somebody without.
People
still drive drunk. Like, all these things, like, people still drive drunk, so we need to take away alcohol in cars. And I know that's like the most cliche thing, but it's like people that follow the rules are always going to follow the rules. People that don't follow the rules will never stop not following the rules.
People need to learn to think with logic and not emotion. Because when those 2 cops were killed last week, everyone's, they need to hold the Palms responsible for serving this guy that...
I didn't even know that's where all this... I haven't done any, like...
You know what happened?
No, I did. I thought I haven't read... I didn't know it was at the Palms or any of that other stuff. I just knew he was a DUI guy.
Oh, okay. The guy was drinking at the Palms, left drunk, hit the 2 NHP officers, and so now everyone's calling, the Palms needs to be held responsible because they served him. It's like, really? We really want to go down that slope, Mr. Goody Two-Shoes that never has a drink? Really? Stop thinking with raw emotion.
Just start calling things what it is.
Yeah.
Bad people exist.
Or just bad decisions. There's
so much. We could just go back to them.
Yeah, we've already drugged this video on to where are we at?
Yeah, for those of you still with us.
Oh my God, 30 minutes. They're never going to watch the end of this. We might as well have reacted to The Wall. That's a Pink Floyd album.
I know what The Wall is.
Just checking. All right. We
Teacher,
should wrap this
leave
up.
those kids alone. See, I know The Wall. Come on.
If you're still here, leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe.
See ya.
Later.